Shalom. Call hello Yahweh by Shalom Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners. And to the Akwath that are listening and learning, to you, I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. Not quite sure what I'm going to call this lesson, but I'm just going to say this starting, that you can't judge spiritual matters from with worldly perspectives. It's just not a wise thing to do. All right, you know, it's almost like coming to a gunfight with a knife. It's not a very wise thing to do. This is Proverbs 15 and 32, and it reads, "He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul, but he that heareth reproof getteth understanding." And I'm thinking about a video that Yawana did. One of the elder brothers here in Chicago a couple of days ago. I remember reposting a video. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember him saying how when you have issues with the brother or with anyone, you go to the scriptures. We have to apply these scriptures. All right, we really just can't go off I think and I feel and off worldly philosophies, off the pressures of social media. You don't want to go to the wisdom of Facebook, to the wisdom of Instagram, and all this other madness out here. All right, which breeds nothing but content and wickedness. All right. Next scripture is going to be Isaiah 5 and 21. And it reads, "Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and are prudent in their own sight." All right. And when you negate, and I speak first and foremost of myself, but when you negate to look at the things that you've done and point out that somebody else has done the same thing. All right, you can't be that way. All right, that's just a wicked thing to do, and a serious imbalance to overlook your crimes, especially if you have committed a sin that is actually worthy of death, that demands a blood sacrifice from the Lord, But then you want to turn around and point fingers at other people. You can't. That's not a wise thing to do, We must humble ourselves and go to the scriptures. All right, this is second Ezra 14 and 34, and it reads, "Therefore, if so be that you are willing to subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive, and after death you shall obtain mercy." All right, so in order to be kept alive, you have to subdue your own understanding about, that coming with what you think and feel, especially when it comes to salvation. Okay? The role of a man and the role of a woman are very different in this thing. Very different. And you have a lot of women that believe or think they believe because they still believe or think that they're on the same level as a man. There's a scripture, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it says that a churlish man is still more righteous than a righteous woman. Something to that effect. So you got to find that balance and find your place. There's a rank instruction file in everything, even in the men in this truth. I in no way, form, or fashion think myself to be equal to the apostles or the elders. It's something that I don't do, and you can't, you just can't do that. There's order, and that's a problem with Israel, is that Israel just does not want to follow order, man, at all. You know, like the woman that wipeth her mouth. Let me just grab that. This Proverbs 30:20, it says, "Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness." All right, and so, but that goes for the man too, for Israel in general. You know, to sit up and complain about something when you have such an offense against yourself, a heavy offense against yourself. All right, so yeah, just be meek and humble, and try to because we're all looking for mercy, man. We are all hoping and praying to find mercy, because mercy is going to be needed, and I mean very, very soon. All right, you know, they're really pushing hard. They're the pseudoscience. They're really pushing hard. You know, Vanessa, and then her sister Victoria, and they're really pushing hard the pharmakia, and trying to get around and use pseudoscience to do so. All right. So with that, man, you know, I give all praises, all honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, double honors unto the apostles and elders. You know, and Kwam Yasharala Wa Ababa. Prepare yourselves. The end is near.